What's up, y'all? So I'm about to get my hair cut, right? Oh my gosh. And I ain't gonna name drop. I ain't gonna say who said this. I ain't gonna say when it was. But there was a time when somebody looked at me in my face and said, "Don't bring no white girl home. Bring a black girl home." And I said, how are you gonna combat racism with racism? I don't understand. For the people who be so quick to say, look, they racist, they don't treat us right. How are you gonna combat that with racism? If let's say, right, the people who are lighter skin tones or white or whatever you want to call them, right? The ones that are racist, because not all of them are. But you know, foolish people like just generalizing whole. Oh my gosh, you had a couple bad experiences with a couple people over your whole life, and now you're gonna generalize the whole. Act like everybody that looks a certain way is racist, right? And I'm like, let's say a lot of those people started, right, trying to change. Say, okay, let me change what I've been taught, or let me change how I think about people who, right, don't look the same, and got more melanin than me, right? Let's say they try to change it and stop being racist, right? And then they try to then they meet you, but you're the dark skinned person saying, "Don't bring no white girl home," right? So you racist, right? And they meet you while they trying to change and be different, and then you're racist to them, right? You see how that's just dumb? That's just stupid. That's just dumb, right? I'm here to break it to you. Now, I'm not the person who gonna come on here and say, "Oh, right, everybody, racism just is the same for everybody." No, and I can definitely say that, okay, people who look like me, my gender and my skin color, probably experience racism. This is what I found, a lot more severely, especially in this country, right, than other people, right? But in general, all I'm trying to say is, don't for a second think that white or Caucasian or light skin or whatever you want to call them people are the only ones racist. And like I said, I'm not saying all of them are. I'm saying for the ones that are, right? Don't think that it's only people that look like that are. No. I'm telling you, this person looked me in my face and said, "Don't bring no white girl home, bring a black girl home." As if bringing a white girl home was the wrong thing to do. Y'all realize, I don't know why I keep making these videos. I don't know why I keep making these videos, because probably just feels like, bro, these people, right? Oh my God, y'all just ain't gonna change, right? But you know, I gotta keep making these videos out of faith, right? You realize that, and look, there's a 99% chance I'm gonna bring a white girl or Caucasian or whatever you want. Like I said, I don't even like labels. All it is a person with a little bit less melanin than me. That's all it is, right? But you know, this world, we just always try to just add sin into it and just make it way more jacked than it needs to be, right? That's literally all it is. Somebody who's human too, that just got a little bit less melanin, that just got less melanin in their skin. That's it. That's all. That's literally the only difference between me and somebody who's not my skin color, is they have less melanin in their skin. And look, I like Dallas because one of the reasons I like Plano, Dallas area, is because it's very diverse, right? Like you'll see a lot of interracial couple. I don't know, like I said, I don't like labels like that. Like I said, all this is just two people dating, and one person got more melanin than the other person, right? But you'll see a lot of couples like that that are different skin colors, and it's like, bro, it's super chill, and it's right, and it's a good picture of how the rest of the world, in my opinion, in terms of racism, should be looking, right? From what I've seen, right? And I'm comparing this to other places I've seen, right? In Texas too. It's a good picture, right? But even here, the racism there's still people who are racist here, right? And like I said, there's a 99% chance I'm gonna bring, if I do get married, I'm gonna bring, right? A white girl or whatever, right? Whatever y'all want to label them as, right? Home. Why? That's what I'm attracted to. That's like going to somebody in an ice cream shop and saying and slap and punch them in the face and saying, "Why you get vanilla ice cream?" It's like he gonna look at you and be like, "Dang, bro, I can't like what I like. Just because you want chocolate, dummy, I can't have vanilla." Now I'm not trying to say that Caucasian girl, whatever you want to call them, are like vanilla ice cream to me. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to paint the picture of how you gonna get mad. How you go? First of all, how you go? Cause you know, if I do that, right? If I bring a girl like that home, you know the racist dark skin people gonna be talking behind my back. He with a white girl, but and you better believe gonna happen on the other side too. The racist light skinned people gonna be talking about, oh, she with a black boy. I mean, this is why you just don't care about what people think. Because if they want to be dumb and think like that, that's on them. That's it. The same way some people dumb and don't believe in Jesus, the same way some people dumb and think there's something wrong with dating somebody that got a little bit less, that they got a different skin color than you. that skin just a little bit lighter or darker than yours. Right? They just dumb, right? I mean, and if you're somebody who thinks like that, this should be convicting you. Because if you really do believe in the Lord, you should think to yourself, okay, he is right. That ain't right there ain't nothing wrong with somebody who, right? Think about this. You better not say you Christian and be talking about don't bring no white girl home or don't bring no black boy home. You better not say you Christian and be saying stuff like that, right? Well, hey, what if Jesus did that to you, right? What if you was at the heaven's gates? Oh. When it was all said and done, right? And Jesus looked at you and said, oh, we ain't gonna let no white girl in here. Oh, we ain't gonna let no black girl in here. Oh, we ain't gonna let no black boy in here. No. I don't let no black boy in my home, right? I don't let no white girl in my home. It's not Christ-like. The audacity to try to combat racism with race, cause the people who dark skin that be racist, y'all be the main one that be talking about, oh, y'all they racist to us, but you gonna be racist back. You was like, okay, they racist to us, now we gonna be racist to you. It's just stupid. Kill me if you want, catch me if you can, jump me if you can find me. But I'm gonna stand firm and say the truth. That's stupid. You stupid, right? That's why I like what Martin Luther King did. He said we ain't gonna retaliate evil with evil, peaceful protest, right? And now we got a whole day where all the schools shut down because Martin Luther King Day, because of the impact he had, right? And it wasn't no coincidence that this dude was a preacher, right? Because he was doing it the right way. The way Jesus said he's supposed to do it. And look, like I said, there's a big chance I'm going to bring home a girl that's a different skin color than me. And you know what I'm gonna be thinking too? This is not gonna be the reason I do it, but in the back of my head, I'm gonna be thinking, I hope this relationship, especially with all this social media and brr, I hope that our relationship helps people who think like that, the ones that will change, right? Like I said, we already have enough examples, right? We already have more than, like I said, I shouldn't have to even be hearing people say to me, don't bring no white girl home in 2025, right? But sadly, some people stubborn, right? And part of me feels like that the people who racist, it don't matter if it's 2025, no matter if it's 4025, they gonna keep being racist, right? Because it's not about it's not about that. There's no real like reasonable reason they're being racist, right? And thinking like that and saying things like don't bring no white girl home, or saying things like don't bring no black boy home. There's no real, think about it, there's no real reasonable reason that they're doing that, right? So if there's no valid reason in the first place, and it's just a bunch of foolishness that their racism is based off of, then it's just gonna be continuing until they change, right? Until they change from a fool to not a fool, they still gonna be doing foolish things like that, right? The foolishness ain't gonna change, right? That's why I like that Bible verse in Proverbs that says, "Fools base their assumptions off of foolish." Where is that joint? I think it says fools base their thoughts on foolish assumptions, and their conclusions will be wicked madness. I think I said that right. And like I said, we got all these examples already, like oh, I like this one. Fools have no interest in understanding. They only want to air their own opinions. Yeah, so they have no interest in really understanding why saying something stupid like that is stupid, right? And how it's stupid to think like that. They just want to sit there and look at you and say, don't bring no white girl home. Right? Because you're a fool, right? I'm not saying the person who said it is a fool, because they might see this. I'm saying that was foolish to say, definitely. It didn't display a wise, that wasn't very wise to say that. We can all agree, right? And I'm not here to I say what needs to be said. I don't care if the person I'm talking about watched the video in any of my videos. Because I use examples, I'll never drop names because I don't want to air people out. But if you know me and you know I'm talking about you in a certain video, but I don't say your name, right? Then you know I'm talking about you. Nobody else will. So it ain't gossip. But you know, but you know, right? I like this. Fools' words get them into constant quarrels. They are asking for a beating. I'm trying to find the one I was looking for, right? And let me just say this, right? Bad company corrupts good morals. Those who love it. I was confusing Proverbs 18:21 with the other one. But yeah, bad company corrupts good morals. So you better not be befriending people who talk about don't bring no black boy, don't bring no white girl home. Them people better not be your friends. Because if they is your friends, don't be surprised if you look up in a year and the same stuff coming out your mouth, right? And it don't matter what you been through. G's gonna be looking at you like, I'm not pleased. What'd you just say? Maybe I should withhold that blessing. Mr. Don't bring no white such as, right? Mr. or Mrs. Don't bring no white girl home, right? Maybe, right? Stupid, right? And it irritates me, right? Cause I'm like, wow, like, it's just not love, bro. Why, like, why live in this world to just spew out negativity every day? To just be to just be a drain, not a fountain, right? You a drain. You go around talking about don't bring no white girl. That's some drain energy, bro. You just go around just spewing out negativity, right? My gosh. How many parents looking at their kids saying stuff like that, making it harder for my life? How many parents then told their kids don't bring no black boy home and made it harder on my life, right? Cause you telling them don't bring no black boy home, you better believe that that's going all right. That you better believe that's not the only thing they think that's not the only thing they trying to teach their kids. If they saying stuff like that, you better believe they gonna be doing that other stuff too. Trying to paint the black boy as something evil. Like I said, I don't like labels. This is black. If I was black, my whole face would be looking like my hair, right? Now I know that's what they label us: black boy, white girl, white boy, white girl, black girl. I know it's what they label it is, but let's keep 100. It ain't that color, so we can get into why the heck they call us that. That's just weird, right? But anyways, we're gonna let it be, right? But yeah, how many parents teaching their kids stuff like this, making it harder on my life, right? And you know what I found too? This is my opinion. The black boy, quote unquote, whatever you want to label him as, actually has it a lot easier than the black man. Cause when you start getting a little, hey, ask me, when you start getting a little facial hair and you start getting, right, looking like a little manly and you this skin color in this country, then people start checking they stuff around you. Then people get scared when they walk by you down the street. Oh, but if you look like Lil Bill or if you look like right, a little 9-year-old, little like how I used to look, cause all people look like me used to look like that. A little 9-year-old dark skinned boy, right, with the skinny arms and in it, same skin color, same person, right? When you that age, oh then people, right, then you have it a little easier in my opinion, right? In my opinion. But like I said, when you start looking like this. Oh yeah. Yep. And look, I also want to tell people, if you are somebody who desires to be with somebody, to marry somebody who's a different skin color, look at me, which is totally fine. There's nothing at all wrong with that. No matter what they tell you, right? I mean, these the same people that try, right? There's also people that tell you believing in Jesus is the wrong thing to do. So that should just go to show you, right? And that's Jesus, right? So, right? But that should just go to show you that, yeah, some people here just gonna be thinking the wrong thing, right? If you're somebody, like I said, if you're somebody who desires to be with a girl or boy, right? To be with somebody with a different skin color, there's nothing wrong with that. And don't let people who are racist in your family or people who might be racist in society or people that might be racist are your friends, like I said, they shouldn't be your friends, in my opinion. I know everybody struggles with certain things, but in my opinion, you shouldn't be friends with people who are racist, right? That's just what I recommend. Because that says a lot about their heart, right? But I'm not saying, look, that's between you and God, right? Maybe they're trying to progress, right? But and like I said, and what I've seen from how these parents be raising their children, even in this generation, maybe that's something they gotta work out. They gotta unlearn. But yeah, if you're somebody who desires to be with somebody with a different skin color and date them, there's nothing wrong with that. And marry them, there's nothing wrong with that. And God might even, there's a big chance he'll use your relationship to help the world. Yeah. And you're gonna have some beautiful caramel babies. Or whatever, because it might be, and now I'm not only talking about black boy, white girl. It's just stupid, right? I'm not only talking about people who got darker and lighter. I'm also talking about maybe Asian people getting with Mexican people or whatever. It don't matter, right? Those are just labels, bro. You need to be with a person that you want to be with. How you gonna have somebody else influence what you, if you know you want a man who like Corey's chosen? Right? I mean, they know that'd be smart. Nah, I'm joking, right? But you got good taste. I'm joking. But if you know you want to be with a dude like that, right? And like I said, this angle, right? I'm about to get a haircut, right? But look, I still look good with the, don't play with me, right? But right, if you know you want to be with a dude, that, right? Whoever, right? How you gonna let somebody, that's like walking into Chick-fil-A, right? You was finna get the spicy chicken sandwich, and you know you like American cheese, and you know you want Polynesian, and you know you want Chick-fil-A sauce, right? And you about to order, you gonna let somebody else look at you and be like, why you ordering number 2? Don't get the number 2, right? You need to get the grilled nuggets. Ugh. And the AP's grilled nuggets. You better get the AP's grilled nuggets and get buffalo sauce and get a fruit cup on the side. That's what you don't get no number 2. What would you do? You look at him and be like, who you think you is? You gonna be trying to tell me what they get from Chick-fil-A, right? You must have lost your god dogging mind. I'm gonna get there. What you gonna do? You gonna hear what they say. You gonna be like, and then you gonna turn back. And you probably gonna be thinking in your head, this dude off his rocker, right? And you gonna tell the cashier, right? I'm gonna get a number 2 with American cheese, Chick-fil-A sauce, and Polynesian. And then you gonna look back at the other dude like, there you go, right? So you trying to be a hater with your little jacked up grilled chicken nugget order. No, I'm joking. I'm not, cause the grilled chicken nuggets actually, I'm not advertising Chick-fil-A. I'm just saying, them grilled chicken nuggets go hard too. Don't get it twisted. Them jokes go hard too, right? Especially if you're trying to eat healthier. Don't get it twisted, right? I'm just saying, right? It's like, bruh, you want a number 2, get a number 2. But they gonna hate on you no matter what you do. Let's say you want to do a dark skinned man, right? That look like me, that look similar to me or something, right? Like I said, you could label me as black man. Like I said, I really want to stop that label. It's just not accurate, that's why. If it was accurate, then it'd be, right? Like if I really look like black, if my body really look like this, then you can call me. But if it don't, oh my God, look at this look. Either the same color, right? This looks more like my skin color, right? If somebody held this up to you and said, what color is this? What would you say? Black. No, you wouldn't. But if somebody showed you a picture of me and said, what, right? What skin color is he? Y'all say black. You see how they tricking you, right? That's a trick. Now, I know people know that I'm not actually the color black, but why? It just don't make sense to me. But yeah, like, you want the number 2? Like, bruh. Oh my God. Like I said, no matter who you get, Cause you know devil be getting in people's heads. Cause look, thoughts have crossed my mind. I'm like, you know, I'm attracted to a certain type of girl, and I know if I get with that girl, I'm probably gonna get some pushback, right? From racist people, right? I'm describing it the way it sounds correct now, but in my head I was thinking of it incorrectly. But the correct way to say it is I was gonna get pushback from racist, unchristlike people, right? And if we want to get deep, why would we even expect racist, unchristlike people to right say encouraging things to us, or to think the right way, or to say the right, like? That's like expecting cause these people children of the devil, right? That's like, right? I'm not saying if you're racist, you're going to hell. I'm saying a lot of these people, right? Children of the devil who be doing this stuff. That's like, right? That's like expecting the devil to be doing the right thing. It's like his children ain't gonna do the right thing either. That's just a false expectation, right? Well, yeah. And like I said, I used to get thoughts like, I might get pushback from certain people, and then I started thinking like, and I even got to a point where I was like, you know what, maybe I should, right? Maybe it is gonna be too much, right? And then I'm like, wait a second. Oh my God. We gonna let these haters, right? You gonna let if you at Chick-fil-A, like I said, you gonna let the dude hating on your order make you change, and you gonna get something you don't even want just because you listen to the haters, right? Don't be stupid and listen to them haters, and then change your choice, try and gain man approval, right? Oh, if I bring a white guy home, then everybody won't have anything bad to say about it. And then you bring one home, right? And guess what? You weren't satisfied because you really wanted Corey's chosen. And like I said, white guy, white girl, I really do not like using those labels, right? Light skinned guy, whatever you want to call them, right? I'm saying this is the truth, right? And if this triggers you, if you hear me say something like that, if that triggered you, just what I just said, that a girl who is a Caucasian or whatever you want to call the girl might want to do the like Corey's chosen over you, what does that say about you that irritates you? That means you got some stuff you need to work out in your heart too, bro. Me, racism is one thing I don't struggle with. Now, I've had my fair share of racist experiences, and sometimes I get PTSD, right? And sometimes I'm like, it's at certain points, I'm like, okay, who is not racist? Especially in certain areas, right? Now, like I said, Dallas is a lot better, right? But certain areas, I'm like, okay, wait, it seems like everybody here is not rocking with my melanin, right? To say it PG, right? But yeah, racism is not something I struggle with. And let's say I had a daughter. Let's say I did marry a dark-skinned woman, and we had a daughter, right? Or let's say I married a light-skinned woman, a Caucasian woman or something, and we had a daughter. She was a caramel. And let's say I had a daughter that was like dark-skinned, right? And she wanted to be with a Caucasian dude. I'd be like, go ahead. If you love the Lord, go ahead. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's what you like? Cool. What you think I was gonna say? Like these other people? Don't bring no white boy home. It's like, wait, what? Why? Are you somebody that looked at somebody's outward appearance and not their heart? And even if you were doing that, the fact that you're gonna look at the outward appearance and think, oh, they have certain skin color. Now I don't think they good just because of their skin color. Now I think something bad about them just because of their skin color, right? That's just dumb. I'm gonna keep calling it what it is. It's dumb, right? You look like dumb and dumber. You look like I don't know how you graduated 5th grade, right? You thinking like that. And don't get me started how a lot of these people who is thinking like that be right. Them people, right? You get to know them people, you think you might be thinking in your head, this dude he didn't need to go back to preschool. Such and such need to go back to grade school, right? Cause it look like these people it look like they was cheating on the test. It look like they wasn't even really passing these grades. It look like they was just finessing their way through, right? Golly. I'm about to get my hair cut. Yeah, man. I mean, and hopefully, like I said, I ain't stressed, right? Like I said, you look at Robert Madu and Taylor Madu, you look at Chandler Moore and Hannah Moore, you look at all these examples, right? Even the big celebrities, right? Kanye, now I know I'm not gonna say those are not good examples, but however it ended, right? Or however it's going, it's still plenty of, like in 2025, bro. Why we still got people talking about don't bring no white girl home? It's like, bro, first of all, you need to get your butt out of 1958. You speaking like you speaking like it's the dog of Great Depression. It's like, bro, what the heck is wrong with you? You need catch up with the times, bro. That stuff do not fly no more at all. We done had Barack Obama be president. We done had all this damn. We shouldn't be hearing that no more from you. I'm done.